Alright, here we are again. I have found out that the video length is actually not a problem. It's a long time before I reach 4 GB. I think almost 2 hours, so a session can be longer, much longer than I thought. Let's prepare for the journey carefully. And this is where you set up, wrong window. This is where you set up your dwarfs, your 7 dwarfs. You tell them what they have to be, and you have some points down here, 270 points. And for example, if I make the first dwarf a miner, or I upgrade his mining skill, I add points to this mining skill. These are all skills the dwarf can perform or do have. So I spend points on this, and novice, adequate, competent, skilled, and so on. So I can't do that infinitely. I can't upgrade all of his skills. And more than this, there is another screen which I switch to by pressing tab, and that defines the items I want to take with me on the journey to found the fortress. So I found it very practical to have some dogs with us and some cats. Dogs chase away some nasty critters and creatures which could annoy us, sometimes, not always. And cats are catching mice and rats in rooms where our food will be, food storage rooms. So, and cats can have kitten and can multiply. And if there will be hunger, I think we could eat some of our dogs and cats, although I don't think it will make the dwarves happy. But I've read such stories, then if there is hunger, you eat anything. All right. But so we have to save some points for some items and animals we want to take. So I prefer to have two miners, and this is much longer list than you see here, because you can scroll. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 screens of skills, and it's very difficult. It was first time was very difficult for me to decide. Oh, so much useful skill, so much skills. I don't know whether I will actually need or not. It's much easier than that. All newbies to Dwarf Fortress don't care about it. Go with some standard. You will need miners. You will need woodcutters, or wood smith, or how it's called, woodcutter, and carpenter. So miners, woodcutters, carpenters, masons, and a farmer. And anything else can be trained later. Don't waste your time here. I remember first time I was thinking for almost 2 hours just before I embarked, because I was reading the wiki and what are these skills for. Read that, but don't make such fuss about it. What I do find interesting, although what I don't see in any of the tutorials or videos, is to actually watch or read about your dwarves. They have personalities. For example, this one, Givish. If I read about him, I can. How do I? Well, I must switch to this window, to this dwarf window, and I read about him. How do I? View. Yes, I can read about him, and you hear the music. Givish rimtararzes has been quite content lately. Okay, the first white paragraph is about how she looks like. Then look, the red and green stuff is important. She's flimsy and very quick to tire, so I don't think she would make a good miner if it's quick to tire. Yeah, so I would not assign the miner job to her. Yes, she likes gabbro adamantine. Okay. She has a great musical sense. Music is not yet implemented in the game, so well, there's no need to train that. Great intuition and ability to read emotions fairly well. Read emotions fairly well can be useful if you are negotiating with people or training animals. You can read their intents. So she has an iffy memory, so I wouldn't make her record keeper or something like that. Very bad analytical abilities and poor creativity, so I wouldn't assign any of the creative jobs to her. Carpenter, mason. Yeah, I could make her a woodcutter, but she's quick to tire, and I think she will make a good farmer. Farmers don't have that much tasks. She just has to plant the seeds once or 4 times a year, and then just wait and pluck them in it. So I think I will make her a farmer. That means a grower. A grower is the task, so a proficient grower. Okay, and look for better dwarves. So view this one, Fath Zeglolok. Also a female. I don't read about how she looks like. She's rarely sick. She's weak and very flimsy. Okay, and she has great feel for social relationships and ability to focus. She has a very bad sense of empathy. Okay, so very flimsy, rarely sick. I don't really know what to do with her. What do I need? Woodcutter, mason. Mason, woodcutter. I could make her. I think woodcutter. We have to have some. One of them has to be a woodcutter. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Proficient. I always go with the proficient skill. I don't. You can also you don't have to spend maximum possible points to improve one skill. You can just make her novice woodcutter, but I don't think that helps, because if she's proficient at something, she can do the task really fast. And if you make her novice in 5 other tasks, she will do everything, but she will do it slow. Better have her designated for woodcutting, and that's it. Well, what about this dwarf? That's a male. He's indefatigable. He can be a good miner, I think. He has great affinity for language, deep well of patience, and very good intuition and good spatial sense. I have read that spatial sense is good for miners if they have to navigate in the dark gears or in the dark mountains, somewhere where they mine. They have very good spatial sense. So he will normal omodom will make a wonderful miner, I think. So this is my miner. Yeah. So I assign the jobs according to the personalities of the dwarves, and that's what I've never seen before, or it wasn't in any of the tutorials, at least in those I've watched, or as a suggestion in the wiki. But I think it does it does influence it. I have read somewhere later from the game developer that it's not that big difference, but if the dwarfs does things he wants to do and he likes to do, it improves the quality of the items. If you have a crafting something like gem cutter or a metal smith, and it's a dwarf, he likes to work with metal, and yeah, so he will get nice items because his job will be his passion. All right, let's see what as English mom does these names. All right, she's quite quick to heal and agile. She has great deal of patience, very good sense of the position of her own body, and good creativity. I think this is my carpenter. Atir Dagon Dukim. He is indefatigable, quick to heal, and quite durable and rarely sick, but he's weak. Weak means he's not a good fighter, but I think I can make him miner or a mason. He has a deep well of patience, very good focus, poor empathy, lousy creativity, and lousy intellect. Miner rather than mason. All right. 2 miners. I want to have 2 miners. So I have farmer, a woodcutter, miner, carpenter, another miner, and woodcutter. I need a carpenter and a mason. Woodcutter. No, carpenter. I have a mason, 2 masons. Can I have 2 masons? I think so. Or a mason and a stone crafter. Or mason and a gem cutter. I don't know. Let's check this personality. Asen Aros Rigoth. He's almost never sick and incredibly tough, but he is very quick to tire. He has an amazing spatial sense, great feel for social relationships, great intuition, great deal of patience, very good focus, and a good intellect. Ooh. Yes. Creativity, anything? Never mind. I need a mason. And what about Thikud Bimnitig? He's slow to tire, but he's quite clumsy. He has a deep well of patience, great analytical ability, very good intuition, very good sense of the position of his own body. Well, okay. I need somebody. Clumsy. I wouldn't make him a gem cutter or something. Yeah. Well, actually, don't do anything with him. Or if your creativity flimsy, very quick to tire. I better don't do anything with this one. And make as Kivish. I wouldn't improve any of Kivish's skill, but Thikud I would make a farmer at least. Quite clumsy. He can be clumsy as a farmer, slow to tire, deep well of patience. He will watch the plants grow. Good intuition. This will be my farmer or grower. All right. And we have 60 points left. We have 60 skill points left, or points. Oh, I would now look whether we can buy some dogs.